Omare share yesama munyina kwa baba UTV kasebwe eso ofa yedu su no enkomo bre na nyumre enkomo ben ene ne mo eba bedi ye hwe oman Ghana yesika yedi eye city na hoden na sen se ohwe city na hoden a kwa na ekofom ehwem kra che se wiase nyina no sika bako a na hoden kofom pa aye Ghana sika yedi a Ghana series. A day na kofa Sadiaba say see the $100 no one na kwa ni see the kofom. E ba ni sen eni abedu baby a edui. Na nsunsuan so ben ena de aba edwadie so. Ko e ba ni say ya edwadifo ena ehuna mane. Enti nkomo yi na ho behia se ye benya nimdifo wo mo ben pa ye we edwadie mu na yenom edi enkomo enti atonsa frɛ opania ye frɛ no Samson Asaki Awingobet opania de eboni din a obi ehu no sanse Samson Asaki Awingobet executive director at the Equai frɛ no Exporters and Importers Association of Ghana mlibi atwam ogirae se presidential candidate at the PNC afia general elections crowd me gidi say obesa agina Awingobet samba biem as PNC presidential candidate maybe sano afei owura ba konso a brantie ba ko obo na modern pa wo man Ghana mu adwadie ni ko oda no adwumadie mu obo na modern pa dini ani owura David Kojo Amoaten the executive president at the Equai Federal Traders Advocacy Group Ghana tag president no benefo majo mwakwa baba UTV so
yes sir
yo Mr. Awingobet me sha sem free ho afi PNC o sanko as presidential candidate ana
oh yes so mamin charity for ina
obi ajo
yes of course young couple ya duma na PNC timi bie nomination forms ema omo amofata and omo qualify say omba pick form to contest to lead our great party Samson Asaka Awingobet my can declare already.
Oh what the can cast over forms that
UTV kura mo yes story
yeah me kai pa
so
na grounds yema
I get calls all over the regions.
Okay.
And all the 16 regions I get calls from. And they believe that Asaka Awingobet is a product that say omudiko marketer Ghana for better. It's unfortunately that your partner ni hodino you delayed in going to Congress. For me, I strongly believe that we should have a president candidate 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
In order to sell the candidate properly.
Okay.
However, no matter how late, you say at the parent home.
Yeah.
Now, Mijiri say all the four corners of this country say yes, see, Kodu Kumasi, Kitempo, the Majina Street, at least 10 people are standing now. A good number, 7 or 6 would say, for Awingobet, that is the way.
Awingobet. Oh, I'm wanting.
Bongo di fa.
I would name David.
And there was all the mission review. And with the minion no they catch them me offer no me papa me offer say because it's scaffold kwana yo nya no.
Oh they say you mean you are preoccupied.
Dinam yo nya.
I'm a scaffold. Okay, yo where the mama shase na men fam free Awingobet hono. Ye city aye di adwadifo no na mo dandan no de cost $100 na mo de akra niam ba. E ba ne sen ana city city na ho de no kwa na ekofom. The costs of the city depreciation.
So we be some question I got some do who ya. Me do here in the sense Ghana tea from born chem.
Okay.
But madi minya bongo no ya ene say sa sambisana pe se won fa kobisa current finance minister.
Okay.
Oba na rate na our hand.
Okay.
How come that the city no as weakened as against the dollar?
Okay.
And now say so bisa Dr. Mahmoud Bauma, His Excellency, on one you say what is solid team, and that solid team, I believe strongly say they were supposed to say to have fiscal policy and both monetary policy. And I look at both the micro and the microeconomics.
Okay, with the Mamma question in fancy.
Okay.
Say importers and exporters. Say the city now what they air conform. Muhuni saying.
How? Yeah, who say how? How can say pa? And say so we started begin the year with $100,000. I mean Ghana cedis. Say over to say maybe 40,000 and 50,000, and that's 100,000 Ghana cedis now. They will buy in 25,000 or 20,000.
Yes, we see kana she.
This is a hodina she. Same thing say obia odikan every say in most of the major importers now. Say a frozen chicken importer, frozen fish importer, a tomato paste, cooking oil, and ammo and sugar. These commodities now they do negotiation with their supplier at the end of last quarter of the previous year now. Then you will be able to say, okay, my country currency maybe say because maybe between 10 cedis or 9 cedis to $1. End of the year no contracts. Or the Baba do no first quarter cry and chumi. Now at the end and now say because the rate at which the supplier did name on a man no. Or no ban no say oh my price number maybe 10.5 to 11 cedis. So cedis no cry I do 10 cedis 0.5 no better cover me. Say I do 11 cedis 0.5 no better cover me. What do I say? Now the West now says so obia or yes assumptions no and our projection no. Now or say oh my Tom and because I know that by the end of month January, February, March no maybe sitting no cry maybe 12 cities to $1. Now before he finished making the sales or say call bank or sound is now you say a pager for 13.5, a pager for 14, a pager for 14.6, a pager and then a pager for 14.80. Yes.
Within a short time.
So such a person check on you on when you answer say me thought 1,000 grand ne me kwa $600 me thought 2,000 at the end of the close of market me kwa $600 they go ha but obi I say my from is going to me wear the whole cargo na and such a person he has collapsed totally. Wow, that is how terrible it is. Not only Jodinino wusua me no ene menua penye amata ete ha no they are consumers. I won't say leadership of various unions, but we also consume. Amata ba na phone no okita no phone no se okoto
yeah
bag no okita no bag no okoto meboa ntade asem no me ntade no obi no sunu gofa ba no me to say no say sanity you
yeah.
So your packaging power including one minute workers no was salary from January to we are in May, have they increased your salary? Yet every day you go to the market and now we really come back. Look, where we have gotten so one ni kumapa and I say one tier we yire asama, but it's obi born in the small of ye say yire part or hand in skasam. Meanwhile I hear nasam. So okoto tomatoes 1 citizen I china no corner say 2 citizens. So about 2 citizens.
Yeah.
This government has created, if care is not taken, there will be divorces in our various homes as a result of where we have got to. Now, what pains me?
I buying our courses.
Yes, Mamma Chode. Obia no imported Toyota Highlander.
Okay.
In 2003, Nippon Otua duty of 136,967.89. Now you're 3 years old. Or we get last year May. And May. Or the same kind of bar. Same kind of bar. Or to your duty of 203,160.84. Yes. Now Saka no say at that time say Saka no better no marketer or ton of 558,000 because your duty of 136,000 Toyota Highlander.
Okay.
3 years.
That is 2001.
2003.
2021.
2023.
2023. That's the
No,
last
no,
year.
yeah, the car in here 3 years.
Okay.
Same car in 2024, car in Sunya, the same Toyota Highlander, or yeah, 3 years. And we say, sir, 2023, no, 3 years old car, no, due to 136,000. Same car, this May, 2024 May, on your 3 years, the duty is 203,160. And we say, in that year, no, so okay, so difference in the duty I increase, no, I have 66,192.95.
Okay.
Difference that abided to what duty no, Nippon to no. Now, Saka in 2023, no, we see what toss out to it, Halana, no. We could have bought it at 558,000. And then, new price, no, I have 865,000 Ghana cedis. They say, what car, if you have taste for car, now so person to cut to it Highlander. Huh? The 3 years difference model. See, the difference is in 558,000 now, last year. Guess within May to May, guess 1 year no. I had 307,000 Ghana cedis.
And I have tosso.
And now
within 1 year.
Within 1 year. Car Cobato of 558,000. And then Tata Helena is costing.
Okay.
And so you go to middle of the car garage, or a pair called Erata. And empty. You want to make cars next year. Nobody is surviving. So the who maybe who tell 500,000, you think that you go and get a good car to write. You go and say it is 865,000. You know, what do you number two? Minimum Kamato last year you. I buy your abroad by ye.
I buy na yo.
I buy your abroad by ye. And to the case say if for nothing at all, you can find your bar. Now, Mammy Casa or be a coffee car every man on the bar. Especially nobody's present. Say, let say, call a bridge. And only a baby and only a baby. No, the car, the car my use you until $5,000. What the Baba do Ghana? One thing called catch your custom say, oh, the car in the metal, no, a $5,000 metal. Custom will have to assess you and give you a value for you to pay. Until nobody bring a car and go to custom say, value a metal near every man.
Okay, all right, Sakia Wingobe, thank you so much. Rakoja Martin, retailers, Bodria for Monso, a city who are doing call for me, saying I affect him with Jumedia, Monsumudi, because so cranium free, a Bricheba.
Bongo Mamenfa, UTV, VDKCS, and I'm in Ghana 24.
Okay.
Na ya na mwase. Seven so edu say ya mutimi the politics in the tonchen. Na mokai 24. Ya ni so ni UTV, mo management and the staff so no mo so mo ye 24.
Yeah, that's.
Makane say we no. Me chia traders advocacy group tag former. Na bongo. Yeti o man we mo no. Nanka o man panyin ko for time no. Tama yenua panyin Papa J na memfa ne currency. Frame or real ne juma o mampanyin kofo bi so mo no na anka August to October penanka wonze cedi ne dollar no komasa agbaja kakra na nko majai.
Okay.
O mampanyin kofo bi wie ne juma na ye hu se Chinese fo no e ba market ne mo o mo ba o mampanyin atames na memfa ne currency no so time o mo ba ya fro mo ba pa no. Afei August to October no e kosoro wi a o say yen di ye Christmas wi ansa na Chinese for no so edi omode na Chinese for no so de no abe January February na dollar na san aye kaka na ejai bongo mi ye ni business afi we na manya 21 years
E wo business mo
me mokola mi hu da say me dollar AEC.
Oh, yeah, sure, Mr. Martin.
Yes. So be where you are. You TV there say enter hand control. Obi be send it is here. If you time am here business no. Me who da say me. Say you wo me dollar AEC. It you know the year warring crown say. You know what I say? You any statement. E be crowd from be a finance ministry. E be a Bank of Ghana. Say because of ABCD. Why? ECG. Nana saying light he say. You are penny crapper. So what about 2 years a man by 10 days? And Obi Obeka no Crabia because a beer improvement kakraba.
Just like an young Gusudu.
You do, but young mono, young audience, and out to be able to say, maybe 2 weeks in the minya light off. Oh, but I mean, come baby, so I'm not
didn't go up.
And I mean, come baby, so, but in Kayenya, Obikra be catcher, say, okay, a beer due to ABCD reasons, $18 $1 and a say, but my America, a best stabilizer. You see, when you sana, you come nerves down. It's remember Obikra na $1 or Otoba to a bear on the profit on top. But the loud silence of this government is worrying. I'm telling you, about $60 somewhere. Omaka Omanuatum, Omon country, they are not calling the stakeholders, they are not meeting us, nothing. And then for about office and no more 25. Omo be APBBT, and then never catch it all. What is it?
Members, no tag for
Asagi to one and call for motion. I say, on be friend. Besides, I didn't know where I found there no what direction by no monko. Yet we a biba. You will trade associations is almost so. Argentina buying the managers of economy. No, or to mean fair trade association, the industry players. No, and no one can say because of ABCD, it's a problem weber. And will be a can not to. Bongo. Beginning of this year, Sename says $100,000. That means 1.18 million Ghana cedis. And I'm that's $100,000. And then me here 1480. Difference in kwa aba exchange rate no. Sika me here ene. E dey say sika me this January no. Me here extra 300,000 Ghana cedis.
Yeah, to be able to get the one
within 3-4 months.
Yes.
Even the 4 months near 5 months.
Yes. Etibongo yemu say ho say Ghana for mudidwa. Ghana for do ahen. And within 3 months, we did we have profit of 300,000 Ghana cedis. So in this way, managers of economy, now they want to, baby. I was so who say atameshi, and then ube juma, baby, I nanka first pa open shop and nanka den pa mokola. And so now una mokola ube shop baby I de shop to rent aboho. What you say? Adintra. People are closing their shops. And rightly so because so when you juma or dollar muda, as some I can bongo. Say me come a warehouse. Me call. Yes, we do Obia our business we will testify. We do warehouse, you could see you are losing stocks by the day. You are losing. Me ma guy be near 44,000 beginning of this month. Oh, this year. January, but find them by January 29th. And your man of fire, no, now come to Mrs. $4,675. And last Saturday, no 2 years can you know, Mrs. just 4,000.
It's Ganashi.
May lose more than $700. What I say? So imagine, you are penny for Omutumi fa niema in a larger quantity because it me fa verse back. Na se wo niema akofa niema January and as accredited niema bear ebia $25 million. Na ene wo kotu asa $25 million na. And class any pano obey here extra $5 million.
Ne dia koy.
Eti on yet wo me call me tia me na chi na nsen me kofa niema ba. My counterpart be now the business be but counterpart fund there no. I say me pay $2 million store. Me catch and say million. Until I say because there is a guy. Many in the country and shop car China. Or started business 11 years. Today that guy can count more than $600 million.
Wow. Now
say metegana na me business. Now within 3 months. Me here extra 300,000 Ghana cedis, about $21,000.
Wagu. Ojumaju.
And I'm a my exchanging $100,000. How can I progress?
No.
It's a jumana, no. Senka, oko baby, business call money, Ghanaian businessmen and women.
They are
suggesting.
Okay.
Now, the person say the government deliberately policy say dollar no on ranisa so that they will make more revenue from Jodivo. Deliberate.
They are
deliberate attempt.
What should I say?
Send him say $600 million IMF loan. It was coming in.
Yeah.
Second tranches.
Yeah.
$300 million from World Bank was coming in.
Yeah.
Then $900 million Cocoa syndicated loan was coming in. So we need that at least if dollar number come be crampa is between 10 point something to 11 cities to $1. But not to 13 point to 14 to 14 point, almost 15 cities.
The no consistent here that say.
And was it
14.8.
14.8. And okay, some now finance minister
$1
on carry on the NAMS African summit when we feel your backyard garden is burning. Okay, some about when nam Savannah Northeast, a child from my region. Or your campaign. Okay, some or my used to plane or cooperate. Yama now. Say no. Okay, say that Bank of Ghana was increasing prime rate. No, catch there say because of inflation was high. So now, many workers for how many days now? Ghana Statistical Service says that inflation rate has moved from 23.8 to 23.00. Up to date, prime rate, Bank of Ghana, Omaka Asambi. Commercial banks are still borrowing at a higher rate to us, simply because prime rate is still on the high. This is a mekase abino near a brony be year. It is a deliberate policy attempt to siphon to get more revenue. Then mekana meboa.
This is inflation about 25% last month, April.
25. So almost 23.00.
April.
So it's apart from so prime rate is supposed to come down. Then commercial lending rate would come down as well. Yet Obiang country again. Abino any year Jody Fordham Omudanum who knows see Colesic Jody Fordham putting pressure on the currency. No, it's not true. Because one, Abino defaulted in paying external debts. And so when these monies came, no, I'm sure Mamumba say if they have not used this $300 million, $600 million, and the $900 million loan to be paying to servicing the external debt that they were defaulting in there, if there would have been more dollar in the system. Exactly. Because I'm saying this with evidence. Major construction, major infrastructures that government were pushing have all come to a standstill. Agenda 111, standstill. Nungwa, overpass, standstill. And others, coin coin, and a flower coin, they became standstill. They are not paying, but you have gotten all this money. We knew when you said you were going to IMF, areas that you were going to put those monies. So where is the money? If the abandoned year abroad by year, why? Besides that, is it black market is now determining the inflation, the dollar rate to CD rate for us? And I say, commercial banks, no, Bank of Ghana. Because when say every day the governor of Bank of Ghana should come out at China. Say in the week, how much are they giving to commercial banks to trade? In terms of dollars sign or the bank commercial banks now.
Okay.
Because the commercial banks get this forex currency from Bank of Ghana every week or every day to trade. At what rate do they give them that they should give? How can the overflow scale to commercial bank? Seeing that maybe customs is using 13.689 in calculating duty and then this week 13.689. So it means if you go to commercial banks, you would have seen 13.689 running on their screen. Yet, if you put the money there, the same people tell you go to Alaji, who is selling the dollar or the cedi to you at $1 to you at 14.80 instead of you going to get 13.689, which custom is using. And we know the customs normally use the base rate from commercial banks or Bank of Ghana. So you say the Alaji no, and arrest last year and last 2 years no, and G sa dollars no, and musika no, up to this no, why who has accounted to it? Doesn't mean say they've said the money in chop. And Alaji is still operating.
Now port traffic is here to say.
With this kind of duties that I'm telling you, how do you think the port will be? The port cannot be busy. It can't be too busy because people are bought in their cargo and they can't afford to pay. Very soon you will see more things will be auctioned at the port. Because it become hypertension. I've just told you say, last year May, I gave you a scenario. Government of Ghana was charging duty of a Toyota Highlander of 136,967. So that same period within that same
1 year, no?
1 year period, it has shot up. The duty has shot up to 203,160.
More than 100%.
So Toyota is a small car. And that's all person you know what now. 40,000. I won't tell you. That is why Toyota Vit is now costing almost 84,000 to 90,000. So I can't get an idea Uber now.
Okay, Mr. Martin. So see how Koban say, see the young one in coffee. More ready from bed than survive more business. It's in bed than business as a Gina.
Bongo easy, but you see, my main friend free government.
Customers,
we are all consumers. Try my main friend free governance. See, governor of the Bank of Ghana, or yeah, near my beer and ready. So, say every week, oh my commercial banks and dollars. You can place a seal. Say, dollar me de mama 13.2. You can't say beyond 13.5. Because commercial banks, you know, compare dollar and free baby amayo. And ye Ghana, ye Bank of Ghana, and ye mama dollar. It is ye mama dollar there. I was a mutimika say, why? Ye near workshops here, ye didn't call out to one be a tier or mocha based on Nema or Beton. Mema on Nema, you can't say beyond this amount of money. It is a straight governor say, dollars now the commercial banks. On my point, make say, and as on the website, say net dollar no year turn commercial banks no 13.5. Oko bank biya no so more turn 13.8. I mean talk because so more turn 13.7.
And hold them accountable to that.
What I say? Na mama sir head of banking supervision no. Ono so on pie no ma ye adwuma. Na ye to mu obi ye ne opehwe ene Ghana ready for businessmen and women. Eko commercial banks ope dollar yesi binio. Sa branch manager na o ka kire wo say e binio. Ono na e kire wa large obenye biama wo.
Large okwafa kire wa.
What you say?
Branch manager na be kire say ko large.
Ono na o ka kire wo say dollar ni binio. Ono na e kire wo say sa large obenye biama. E di one this can come large no. The Bank of Ghana and commercial banks in Musay. And the head of banking supervision, Sir Unity, no. Oh, ya tana on mama. Mona moko a form project report at the bar. And so mokwa, mo report on the babano. And cousin. Yet ho, and a capital bank, head of banking supervision or and a near coachano, and the neck court, and head of banking supervision there, Yajano. What I say? Etino, and near my hair cost with you. And yes, be a dredini be I and Adrian say, or but to name because here a profit in Eshe. My men, your calculation be. Madame for back near my autumn, not dollar is 6.3, not on your money 280. And a dollar would have found 14. That is more than 100%. It's just a quarter at the end of 560 or to the end of 400.
Oh, it's a boca.
And obi a ohwe mi bia owo mokola kejetia market seka importer
bibia
first pa ya timokola se wo kra containers tray o ton wi a obetima ton container obetima to container baako on fa so obetima to container baako ene for you to be able to buy extra container I was ton more than 11 containers so yen profit no na eshi because say or mind be oko Far East Asia. Onka businessman say can you see abet na ye ka say you. E cost no ani eso de to so. Na so Ghana purchasing power at saying asaki bisa wasem say Ghana dwadifo na Ghana adwumayefo no omo pay no yatuma na. It they come to market begging Yes, you could turn your ma. Yes, you are patcho. It is also over calculating your profit based on how fast the CD and the dollar. Come on. Obi no bit my better idea.
Na say we have na it say dollar yi a che no na akoto kid kwa to
propaganda.
I go bet one thing.
And no propaganda. Hey, mam catch you. Obi the petition Commissioner General of Ghana Revenue Authority.
Okay.
My officer intercept no. A petition you. Or see the icons Juma icons here no. Or no or what be a friend UCR, a friend unique consignment reference number. Or no or person or your consultant or person or implement side now. The way he is thinking no. Duty will increase by 150%. And we say you see, these are some of the party apparatchiks that work in the corridors of government. I could deceive these few ministers and the government politicians. And on magic took na dichiana ya shooting your duty in the cost without any recourse to even accepting transactional values from. Mama Ketcho. So onima sadi person onima. Last year nkwa ICOM system it generated 30 billion due to your the whole Ghana. Last year nkwa 2023. Omoyana half year. First half year, January to July or January to June. Omoyana 13 billion 409,324,025.27. The last half year, Omoyana 17 billion 269,314,483.37. Uka both first half and second half the Kaboma. ICOMS collected 30 billion 678,000 30 billion 678 million 638,508.64.
Can come to me Jima o mine no.
Sika ye jo pot.
Am o mine no.
Last 2 years 2022 ICOM aged first quarter first half no.
The can nyina bon year no na.
Omonye 22 billion 168 million 239,421.25. 2021 ICOM aged Ghana government 16 billion 028 million 431,662.89.
Next, ICOMS power port.
ICOMS buy in 2021, isn't it? Before they came, no, GCNet have done January to July or to June. The GCNet had collected 5 billion 328,000. Sorry, 5 billion 328 million 271,722.15.
Well, yeah, port on report.
ICOMS back second year because we take over the from July to the next day. ICOMS just 7 billion 506 million 895,560.16. Totaling that year, no 2020, no. ICOMS what ICOMS collected to add to what GCNet collected in 5 billion, it amounted to 12 billion 835 million 167,282.31.
That's a port abanye
from since ICOMS came from 12 billion 835 million 167,280 in 2020. In 2021 alone, no, that jumped from 12 billion to 16 billion.
Okay, all right.
In 2022, it had jumped from 16 billion to 22 billion.
Wow.
In 2023, get last what ended? ICOMS collected 30 billion.
Wow.
679 million 638,508.64. And Obitsokofa the full way to Commission General Office there. You concern importers. They are stealing. They are doing and ICOMS system. The committee in ICOMS, they are conniving and they are chopping. Nyama, please. What petition the Commission General? You don't even know have an office. There's no office, you. No office allocation.
Okay.
This should be treated with all the contempt that it deserves.
Okay.
And we from business, we are not ready. We are not ready for any parties.
Okay.
We are already angry with what is happening at the port.
Okay.
So anybody who goes there and do any concern because you want any contract, if you want contract, if you want to chop, go to the Jubilee House that they will give you money.
Okay.
Back to you for you to come and bring your business, your problem on the business community. We will resist any attempt for anybody who wants to look at the 30 billion alone.
Okay.
For government.
Tell Afutu Adema Abjedifo.
And the catchy Jedifo in answer, Yamomudi and Yako. Yes.
There are people who have business have collapsed. You don't know.
Mini Pabako or 90 days credit. 90 days credit and Yamano and Yama $2 million. Is it $2 million? No. Unyeska differentials and unya more than $200,000. Now, I'm not on the profit. You're saying what you say? In the back, say as soon as possible. No, management of economy, no, because
finance minister and vice president
and governor.
Why not talking terms?
Oh, they should come out because the loud silence, is worrying. Okay. And ama obiahu see eko A, see eko B, and the say when our people come, why a handicap?
Okay, Governor Bank of Ghana catch say when he was increasing the private, also he is in charge of monetary policy. Now Obia help fiscal policy, you know, and then fiscal policy inflation in a back form, which you use inflation as your reference point, and then inflation in a back form. Who will say that?
Okay, all right. I'm from Comona yet, but here Brennan Sansa another live show. That is the Red Light Show with Vicky Zuga. In the Meda Ora Samson Asaki Awingobet Ase Namada David Kojo Amwaten Mada Ononso Ase PNC for Montu Abanoma Awingobet Nonye Franka Tuni flag bearer Amamo no Fankun Dimamu Afi elections no. All right. Ahani edemu esi mamena production team na se kasi shase o team nya Sadat Mohammed enkam mo amhwe yen oh na me nhyira mo amhwe wo social media platforms ni na da mu nyina se ahani edemu esi for me de David Ofori Safo Bongo Differa Vicky Zuga oba son no ahofre wa transe the Red Light Show ye de toaso ama yakam